Yo, we got one more segment. I was trying to think of a segue to do it, but there ain't one, so we're just gonna go right into it. Yo, and I'm gonna tell you why I kind of came up with this segment. Me and my son, shout out to Ray.
Shout out to Ray.
Shout out to Ray. We always have these little debates. So one day we were just comparing like NBA players, man, and you know normally like he either smash me or I'll smash him. Pause. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just talking about in terms of like debates. But this debate we had was kind of like, damn, like I don't know, I can't call it. And the debate was who's better. We always have these like fictitious fantasy fucking, you know, like contests and you know. So it was like AI, Allen Iverson, or Dwyane Wade, and we were really like going at it, man. And I even when I would make a point, I'd be like, damn, but you know what, this dude is better. Then I'd be like, but damn, this dude is better. So I said, let me bring this to the show because this is some shit everyone can relate to or everybody can fuck with. Both Hall of Famers. Who's better in your opinion? Who had a better career, bigger impact, more skills, the whole 9 yards? Allen Iverson or Dwyane Wade? Ed, I'll go to you.
Damn, I knew you was gonna go to me first, yo. This shit make me want to cry because I fucks with these two.
I thought Q was gonna get up and get a beer, but I was wrong. I need a beer.
No. I kept my beer here because I heard fans is upset that I keep getting beer during middle.
Only during interviews. That means like interviews.
But I love.
So why did you? So when you won the undisputed title, I won the undisputed. Hold up, I need a beer.
I need a beer.
Out.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, I love it. I can still hear it. I'm still hearing it.
So I know you can, but they didn't know. They be like, yeah, man, be wild. So, I like that.
I actually love it. Like, yo, I'm gonna get.
I love it too. Yeah. But the niggas, if Corey Spinks is looking at him like,
yeah, like what? Yo,
I fell off my chair. That Corey Spinks didn't give a shit what I was doing. Corey Spinks just wanted to tell his story, bro.
He tried to hold it. He was like.
Yo, I can't lie. Me and Cash try to keep it professional.
Yeah, we did. Laughing, he couldn't hold it.
Nah, fuck that laugh, bro. That's the whole point of the show. We different, bro.
He was like,
you gotta laugh. You gotta laugh. You gotta laugh.
You looked at the camera. You was like.
Shout out to Corey. Shout out to motherfucking Corey.
Shout out to Corey.
Fucking 5-time undisputed champion. If you haven't watched the episode, go back into the archives of Drunk Sports Talk and check that shit out. That nigga's a legend. Shout out to that
legend, man.
Ed, talk to me. AI Wade, man.
All right. This one hits home because I love Allen Iverson. I saw him from beginning to end. Same thing for Wade. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to go with Wade. As much as this hurts me, I'm gonna have to go with Wade better than Allen.
We have a debate now.
We got a debate. I know. Usually I go with the old school cats. You know, Allison. But I gotta go with my man Dwyane Wade. The reason why I go with Dwyane Wade is because I feel like he accomplished more in his career than AI.
In terms of what?
Championships. I always wanted AI to win at least one or two, and then there was times AI could have had better teams with him, but his AI's attitude, like, you know what I mean? AI is like, I'm that dude, like I don't need nobody. You know what I mean?
AI's a dog.
Yeah, and I just wish AI took a step back. Like, me in retrospect, when AI was doing this, I was riding with AI. Like, you don't need AI. You don't need nobody AI. You by yourself. You could run it. But now in retrospect, as a grown man, I'm like, I wish AI would have like retract a lot of those statements and be like, you know what? Let me get somebody, to help me. You know what I mean? Like win this chip. And to be honest, I know Wade is a big AI fan. Like, he brought out AI for his Hall of Fame speech. He just got inducted this year. And
I believe they was either at his last game, but I saw Meek Mill, Kevin Hart, and AI on the sideline when he torched Philly, like one of his last games. I don't know if you guys remember that shit. Yes. He was talking shit to them niggas. You don't remember that shit? That shit was lit. Yeah.
And shout out to Dwyane Wade for his Hall of Fame speech, bringing up AI and told AI straight up, yo, you are the culture. You are the culture. The culture of NBA we see nowadays, he started it all. The braids, the tattoos, the sleeves, everything, the hip hop. He took it to another level. It's not like other people before him didn't do it, but AI took it to another level.
You know
and
who gets get a little props to that, but it wasn't as big. Not to cut you off, is Stephon Marbury. But go ahead. Everybody can look at me like I'm crazy, but
no. You're right. Brooklyn's own. You know what I mean? Straight from Lincoln High School. You know, Coney Island Projects. You know what I mean? You're absolutely right. But AI was such a cultivated figure when it came to that. You know, my man even dropped a hip hop album that they never let him come out with it. You know, Jules, because he was talking some crazy shit.
Remember the Jada AI shit was legendary.
You know what I mean? The what was it? The Reebok, the shit, that shit was fire. So, you know, when you think about that part of the game, how, you know, AI created it. And he even said, Dwyane Wade said, I started rocking the 3 in college and in NBA and wore this arm sleeve because of you. So he gave him his flowers. But at the end of the day, career-wise, and I'm not taking nothing from Iverson, because Iverson was my dog.
You got to show and prove right now, because I'm looking at some stats. Go ahead.
All right. The only reason why I'm picking Wade over AI is only because of championships, because I wanted AI to win so bad. And, you know, there's a lot of stats that I was reading today, like when I was catching up, that I was kind of flabbergasted. You know what I mean? Like one stat was that my man AI won 3. He was the steal leaders 3 times in a row, right? Three years in a row, and he never was on a defensive team. That kind of blew my mind. I'm like, how you the lead in steals and don't get, you know, they kind of blackballed AI a lot. His whole career. You go back and you look at AI's life, they always blackballed AI.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know, AI had the scoring titles and all that, but you know, the older I am, the more of a team-centered person I am, and that's why I respect D Wade. That D Wade was the man in Miami. You know what I mean? He basically washed him, because by the time he got Shaq, even though Shaq is a big guy, Shaq was washed by the time he came to Miami. And if you go back and watch that series, D Wade fucking tore down the house against the Mavericks. You know what I mean? He took a step back when he got and became the Robin to LeBron's Batman.
Was he washed?
Come on now.
So why did they win the year before then, when he wasn't there? When he had Lamar Odom and Rafa and all them?
That team was trash. Remember, I still remember.
They made the playoffs.
But they started 0-7 and made the playoffs and barely beat Baron Davis led Hornets. I never forget that. I never forget that year. That's why I was so hyped. They won. When he, you know, the next year. Out. Yeah, when Shaq popped out.
At the very least, Shaq was a decoy. At the very least.
Yes.
More than that, though. Can somebody pull up Shaq's stats? I don't mean to kill your argument.
In those finals, I think, if I'm not mistaken, y'all could pull it up, but I think I remember Wade averaged like plus 30 in that finals against.
Oh, Wade killed against Dallas. He was insane. He was on some Jordan shit. I'm not even going front.
Shaq averaged like 19. Q, you gotta let me know if I'm wrong or not. I think he averaged like 19.
So in NBA finals, for the Heat, Shaq averaged 13 points, 10 rebounds, and 2.8 assists.
And then Wade averaged like 34, right? Like 33, 34 points. That fine.
So he was.
And also that leading, that supporting role, because he had James Posey, he had Mike White Chocolate with him.
GP was there, right? GP.
Yeah, but is that a wash Shaq, man? I'll take a wash Shaq with a double over anybody.
That's a wash Shaq. Comparing him to himself, because I feel like in the Lakers finals he was averaging like 38 and 17 or some crazy shit.
With Kobe on his team.
With Kobe on it,
you know what I mean? That's crazy.
Yeah. So I agree with you on that. Yeah.
So by the time I felt Shaq rolled over and went to Miami, he said it. He's like, yo, I went to Miami to be with Wade because I knew Wade was going to be the one to carry me. I should have done it with Kobe. I should have stayed with Kobe because I know Kobe would have carried me, but I did it with Wade, because me and Kobe's fit. So that's the only reason. That is the only square reason why I go with Wade over AI, because I wanted AI to win the chip and Wade, you know, won chips. Like, I don't want to go the championship route, and I don't want to be, you know, always be that guy that always go with the old school niggas. So I'm gonna go with the new school and pick Wade.
You know what? I just thought of something. And you're right though. Was he washed, or did he step aside and let Dwyane be the man?
I think there's a little bit of both. Shaq was showing himself that, I wouldn't say he lost interest for the game, but Shaq didn't have nothing to prove by the time he won that third championship with the Lakers. He was just, you know, going along with the ride. And then when Kobe made it like his team, Kobe didn't go about it the right way. That's why they lost badly.
Yeah, so they should have won that game and get the series against Detroit.
Yeah, you know, it's like Kobe didn't show himself as a mindful leader. Like when he became the Mamba, that's when he became a mindful leader. Kobe was just a young, harsh, brash player.
Yeah,
and
I want this is my team. Yeah,
and Shaq was like, nah. You know, you remember he was calling Shaq fat and all that. You know, even Shaq was huge on Miami. He was huge. He's, you know, he was a bona fide like veteran that just, you know, I'm just gonna play, get my scores, my rebounds, whatever, and that's it. And Wade, you know, he piggybacked on Wade. You know, I feel like he should have on Kobe, but he piggybacked on Wade. But again, I reiterate, that's the only reason why I'm picking Wade over AI.
That's a good point. Q, what we talking about, brother? What we talking about, brother? I'm on my Hulk Hogan shit right now.
Yo, son,
Gene.
Yo, Cash, man, you know me for a long time, man. If you don't know where I'm going with this one, man,
I know where you're going with it.
I gotta go AI.
There you go.
And, I'm gonna be the odd man out today.
Yo, and what's crazy about it is, I can't go the way because, you know, the championship route, man. Like obviously, you know, Wade had the better team, man. That's not for a long time. Like by the time that AI got Carmelo, it was too late. It was
remember
too late
AI
on the
went
building.
to Carmelo.
No, oh yeah, I saw me on the Nuggets. But that's what I'm saying, and it was too late for AI to win a chip. To your point,
Chauncey was on the downside of his career. Yeah,
big shot.
You know,
J.R. Smith. You know, whatever.
Are you thinking about where he took him from the Sixers? Like, all right, you know, let me dial it back a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Y'all made me go. Y'all gonna make me rescind my shit.
Yo, just his gameplay was ridiculous. Yo, homie, 6 feet, dunking on niggas. That's insane, bro.
You know what I rescind? I rescind my shit.
Yo, when you could do that, and Dwyane Wade, I love Dwyane Wade as an ill player, but Dwyane Wade is a team player. Dwyane Wade can never take a team that AI had and take them to where AI did.
Yo,
you know, because in 2000, that AI team, that team shouldn't have really never went to the finals. Let's be honest.
He carried all them niggas on his back.
Carried all them niggas 6 feet as a point guard. To be honest, I don't even think Steph Curry could do that. Do that. John Stockton can't do that. Yo, Magic Johnson can't carry that team, bro. That team, he was just such in the zone of what he did, bro. Like that shit was insane, bro. Like I don't even need to read you the list, but like, if in my opinion, just him and his dog for the game, and just coming and saying, "Yo, I know I'm ill," and his confidence. Like the confidence of his game, knowing that even if he needed to practice, I'm pretty sure he regrets that statement. Probably doesn't, because to be honest, did it look like he needed practice? Because he was still coming on the court and throw down 40 on you real quick. Real quick, yo. Only dude that ever stumbled, Jordan. You know, like, yo, it's just like
came in the league. That's when I was like, oh, this nigga's different. Everybody was on some trying to be Jordan's man. This nigga came in and tried to embarrass him, and kind of did embarrass him.
Yo, on some real shit, I rescind my shit. I'm going with Iverson. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm bugging, yo. Fuck that. I try to be the nice guy this episode. Go with the new cats. I always go with the old school, but I know the real deal. I know the real fucking deal.
D-Wade is old school too, though.
Hold up. Now what? AI's the only motherfucker with 2 nicknames. He's not only the answer, he's the question and the motherfucking answer, son. That's how.
What's Dwyane Wade's nickname? What's D-Wade's nickname? The Flash. The Flash,
man. But like, let's keep it. No. It's definitely very close, man. But like, but see, like, we bring up these topics, and you know, we dilute it with their team members. But like, you remember, like, Cash, you always say, you gotta look at, it's the eye test, man. The eye test for me, man. The eye test for me was always the IA. It was always AI, man. Like real quick, without a doubt. But like, Dwyane Wade has always gave me some ill shit. But then who was the composer and who was the one playing the chords in the background with the speakers, man? It was LeBron at that point, man. That's why Dwyane Wade has so many of his highlights, even though he did. But let's be honest, Dwyane Wade at one point like stopped dunking after a couple years because he just couldn't. His knees. You know what I mean. But
he used to play above the rim. Listen.
No, that's what I'm saying. But like, all right, quick question before I go. Beside that, who had the better sneakers?
Oh damn! AI, man.
I don't even
Without a doubt.
remember fairways, to be honest with you. I don't
Yeah,
even. What did
me
it
neither.
even
That's
look
why.
like?
Like I'm over here bugging out because I'm reading that roster he took to the finals. AI, I'm talking about. He took. I'm gonna read the names of scrubs
I'm
that
sorry
you guys
right now.
don't remember. He took Rodney Buford, Matt Geiger,
Yeah, Matt Geiger, white boy,
Tyrone Hill, Jermaine Jones,
I remember
Todd
Tyrone Hill.
McCullough,
I
Rashawn
remember him.
McLeod, Pepe Sanchez.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Exactly. I'm just reading the scrubs. He had a young Rajah Bell, Speedy Claxton, George Hill, Aaron McKee, Kevin Ollie,
Eric Snow.
and Eric Snow.
Yeah.
Like, yo, he took that team against the Lakers that were stacked. Yo, I don't even want to read.
That's when he stepped over your boy.
Tyronn Lue.
Tyronn Lue.
Yo,
Tyronn Lue, Tyronn Lue got gray after that shit. You don't remember that shit?
He's like automatically
aged like 15 years right after that shit.
Automatically.
Yo, that's crazy. I'm bugging out. See, I try to be the nice guy this episode and be like, you know what?
Don't ever be the nice guy. Always keep it real. Drunk sports.
I'm gonna keep it gully. Word up, man.
I know my nigga Egg gotta do a shift, so I'm gonna be super fast for this, right?
Nah, take your time. We got time.
Yo, there's days I say AI and there's days I say Wade, so it's not like it's a wash to me. I'm gonna read this off. Points per game, right? Lifetime. AI 26, Wade 22, right? Rebounds per game, they're really guards, doesn't matter. But AI 3.7, Wade 4.7. Assists 6.2 to Wade's 5.4. So he got him in points and he has him in assists, right? That's Iverson. Steals per game, Iverson 2.2, Wade 1.5. So he has him in assists, points and steals so far, right?
That's season.
This is lifetime.
Lifetime.
Yeah. Total points, right? 24,000 is really close to 23 and some change. Total points, I will skip that. Total assists, right? So blocks, Wade has it by a lot. Total game, you see field goal percentage, all that shit is bullshit, right? Okay, points per game, rebounds per game. I saw
Wade was 4 inches taller though, too.
Yeah, true. Yeah. And Wade, I remember Wade as a guard, he led the league twice for a guard in steals. I mean, not steals, blocks.
Right. I think Wade led the league once in Wade. Okay, so Wade led the league once in scoring. He was obviously 3-time champion, the Finals MVP, 13-time All-Star, NBA All-Star MVP, 2-time first team. Yo, he's Wade. You know what I'm saying? Rookie led the league in scoring 1 year.
Iverson did it 4 times.
Iverson did it 4 motherfucking times, man. With the MVP, with the Rookie of the Year. And just like you said, you got to take into account the cultural impact that of Iverson, bro. Like, it's just insane, man. We have 4-time scoring champion, has an MVP, 11-time All-Star, 2-time All-Star MVP, 7-time NBA first team, 3-time steal leader. That's they sleep on that Rookie of the Year, all blah, 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 blah.
That's what I'm saying. Right? That he was a steal leader, but he never won all defensive. Like, how you a steal leader never won all defensive?
That's great, because they say he was like a help defender. He would play the lanes. But anyway,
but that's still defense.
It's still defense. Let me say this. Cultural impact, right? Just a dog. Get left everything on the court.
Played injured.
They say AI is 6'1". He's more like 5'11".
You know what Kobe said? What? Kobe said if AI was 6'6", best player all time.
Yeah.
Best player all time.
Would go up amongst the trees. Just the dog. I remember Jordan said this funny story real quick. They said that Jordan has a lot of love and affection for AI, and he had him at a Charlotte Hornets game one time in the back chilling with him or whatever, right? And they go, and AI was, even though he crossed Mike over, you could look at an interview, he's a super Mike fan. He always said Jordan's his favorite player. He grew up watching Jordan, and he goes, and a lot of people know. I think Jordan had like 40 that game too. Like that was kind of swept under the rug because of that move was like he did it to Jordan. But twice. He had it twice. That's crazy. He had him at a Hornets game, and he goes, "Yo, Mike, he said the first time he saw Mike, he said looked like he levitated. He wasn't even real." But he had him in the back of that shit. He was like, "Yo, Mike, I love you, Mike. I fucking love you, Mike." He always would say that. And Mike said, "Man, You don't love me. You would have never crossed me up, you little bitch. Mike is a real one. You know what I'm saying? But
let me ask you a question. I'm looking at the playoff stats. I will have Iverson on my team all day in the playoffs over Wade because he overshadows Wade in the playoffs.
Listen,
even though Wade has been in the playoffs, Wade only missed 3 playoffs in his 16-year career.
You gotta count. You listen. I'm gonna say AI slightly. Very, very, very slightly.
I think
I can change my mind tomorrow. Like I go back
almost 30, almost 30 in the playoffs. AI.
You got to say the chips, the 3 chips, right? Let's not get shit twisted. It seemed like we're shitting on Wade to big up AI.
We're not.
D-Wade was a dog. D-Wade was a dog. Clutch player, a scorer. And what I like about Wade too, man, he moved over to let LeBron come over there. You know what I'm saying? No ego.
Yeah.
Dwyane Wade was that dude. I remember one Christmas, him and Kobe squared off. I think it was like for the first or second time it was on national TV. I think it was just going at it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give AI the slight advantage, the eye test, right?
Yes.
Just because of the eye test, but listen,
I agree because
it's very, very close. And on any given day, I could change my fucking mind, to be honest.
No, I agree, and it's huge. On the show. That's what I'm saying. I'm doing on the eye test and whatever. Everybody want to hate me, but like it's skewed too because you gotta think about it, man. Like people think about situations that never happened but could have happened. Like what if Dwyane Wade never got Chris Bosh and fucking LeBron? You know what I mean? You don't think he probably would have led the league in scoring maybe at least once after that at that once or twice maybe at that point.
And his knees gave out.
You know what I mean? And his knees get injured. You know, like a lot of things could have happened. You know,
if he didn't get LeBron and Bosh, he probably wins an MVP. I would.
Yeah. I agree. I agree because he was the hardest soul on that team.
No, yeah.
It's like when A-Rod came to the Yankees, Jeter kind of had to not. Actually, no, the other way around. When A-Rod came to the Yankees, he kind of had to step aside and let Jeter be the man. You know what I'm saying? Like even
Jeter
though
was the man.
Yeah, but he was used to being the man too. But he had to swallow a little bit of his, his pride, so to speak.
Yeah,
because it happens all the time. Yeah.
But yo, it's like you said. I don't want to shit on Dwyane because obviously I came into this debate picking Wade.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers, y'all took me back and like, yo,
debate.
I test. Like, what am I tripping about?
Listen, leave y'all comments down below, and if y'all get a chance, look up D Wade and AI's head-to-head stats. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they used to have some battles.
Yeah,
they used to have some, and you could tell when Wade played Iverson, he always played his best because not only he says, like I said, he gave him his flowers in Hall of Fame, speech in his Hall of Fame feed. You could tell that every time he played Iverson, he was playing Iverson like, I'm gonna play this guy to the best because I know he's gonna give me his 100% best. One thing I always will respect Allen Iverson over the players in modern day basketball is that AI played with every freaking injury known to man, and he went out there and gave you 110%. Being 6'1", 6 foot, whatever the hell he was, he gave you 100. He was a dog.
He left it all out there. He left it all
out there, even to the end. Even to the end of his career when he was coming off the bench when he didn't want to. He gave you his 110%.
Yo, man, he had a rough career too, man. His daughter got sick. He had to stop playing ball. He had to go overseas. He came back. Like, it's
he almost didn't make it to the NBA. Remember his whole controversial in high school? That whole he almost didn't make it to the NBA. You know what I mean? Even in college, he was the man in college. Like, only UConn was better than that Georgetown team. If you go back and look at it, you know what I mean?
Next week, we're gonna do this every week. I just ordered next week who to do.
Oh, let's go. Don't tell him. Don't tell him yet. Don't tell him.
Don't tell him.
You gotta tease. Yo.
2 of the greatest shooters of all time, and it's not Steph Curry.
Yo, people gonna get so mad because you know how many people are on Curry's DICK, bro. Yo, I love Curry. I think he's
that's because light skin is back in. That's what it is.
That's it.